The Wisconsin Badgers pull off a nice 76-64 victory here over the Indiana Hoosiers on Tuesday, a game that was really not what the score indicated, a blowout for much of this game. Wisconsin never trailed in this one, jumped out to a 19-2 start, their second straight home game with a 19-2 start, where they really got out in transition, hit a number of threes, and got off to a hot start. That start ended up going to 26-4, and the Badgers controlled the pace the rest of the way. Let's break this one down. Started off from the jump, Wisconsin has really gotten off strong in these last two home games, and it was a point of emphasis for the Badgers to start off fast. They wanted to play with pace. They wanted to move the ball early and play in transition to try and limit the effectiveness of Indiana center Oumar Ballo, a guy who's played a ton of minutes recently, and so that worked out really well for the Badgers because not only did they get to tire out Ballo, but they were able to get open looks in transition as all five of their guys running in, were running. You got a lot of threes in that early stretch. Wisconsin shot 7 of 8 from deep over the first 12 minutes of the game. And that really propelled this really strong start for the Badgers early on. Wisconsin, they ended up shooting the ball well, 41% from three over the entire game. But it was the defense that really set the tone for the Badgers, both early on and throughout the rest of the game. Ballo and Indiana forward Malik Renault really weren't that effective in this game. Only 9 field goal attempts overall. Ballo ended with just 4 points on 1 of 3 from the field. Wisconsin limited those entries into the paint, really didn't allow Indiana to set the tone inside as they usually do, and that led to some inefficiencies from Indiana outside the arc. Indiana, not known as a good three-point shooting team, they shot only 4 of 15 from deep in that first half, really struggled overall, especially early on as they were trying to get some open looks. And that led to a good start for Wisconsin on the defensive end. But the Badgers were also, strong inside the paint throughout the game. Indiana had 64 points, but really had a flurry of points towards the end of the game. They held Indiana to just 40% from the field, only 25% from three. It was a really good outing for Wisconsin, who are starting to really see their identity on both the offensive and defensive side of the court. The shooting kind of waned, in the second half, but it didn't really matter as Wisconsin had the lead, really had a double-digit lead for most of this game. And that proved to be, a key aspect. Wisconsin was leading in double digits for 36 minutes in this game. You heard that right. So they get another win, improved to 18-5 on the season. That's their 8th conference win. They're now 4th in the Big Ten. We'll see what happens tomorrow with some other teams, but they're now 4th in the Big Ten with the 8-4 conference record. And they are going back on the road to face Iowa this upcoming weekend over there in Iowa. That will be an intriguing game. Iowa without star forward Owen Freeman, who is now out for the season with surgery. So it's a quad one opportunity for the Badgers, but they seem to be at a bit more of an advantage with that injury. We'll see how that one goes, but another strong win here for Wisconsin at the Kohl Center. Another well-rounded win, good three-point shooting, good overall usage from a lot of different players, multiple players getting into double figures, and they pull off another victory. Good day here in Wisconsin, and we'll see you guys next time.